For me, martial arts was a really important part of my life. I was beat up a lot and I was picked on a lot as a kid. I didn't have a lot of motivation growing up or a lot of self-confidence. And then getting into Tae Kwon Do really changed my life. And I've always wondered about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Like, how does that impact kids' lives? And then now coming here and seeing the kids program they have over here at Alex Martin's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I really enjoy this program that he has and how much confidence it builds in the kids. So I just want to ask him specifically, why do you think that this martial art specifically is great for kids? And how do you motivate and uplift the children to be like the best version of themselves through your gym?
I see the kids miss the confidence, right? If a kid has confidence and have background self-defense and the self-esteem, this kid will be a happy kid, right? No doubt, right? So, and of course, Jiu-Jitsu is one that has important tools to develop these skills of like self-defense, the self-discipline, the self-confidence. And one thing that I love the most, and I see the kids that come into the gym, for example, without no confidence, no excitement or no ambition to be someone at life, we help them to actually sharpen the skills and build the confidence and change the attitude through the Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu is a huge and amazing tools to develop the skills. And to me, it makes a huge difference when I see some kids come here without low self-esteem. We can help them to actually become a little savage over years. So,
a little savage over years.
Yeah.
When do you start your kids out? Like, do you have like 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds? Like, what's your space? And how do you treat the really young ones versus like the 5, 6, 7, 8s? Like, how do you teach those classes and teach those kids differently?
Yeah, well, the classes start with 3.5, 4 years old, to until 10 years old. So with 3, actually a gap of 6, 5 years of the difference between. However, we divide the class on this one class called Little Champion, 3.5, 4 years old to 10. We divide in 3 levels, level 1, level 2, level 3. So this 4 years old, the 5 years old will be on the level 1 to learn the coordination, to kind of play the game with all the discipline and focus. And then later on, they start mix it up with the skills. When they see kids already sent to the level 2, that's when the kids start sparring a little bit more. You understand what's the self-defense aspect and the mechanic, right? And then finally they have the level 3 is when he becomes a 7, 8, 10 years old. He become on my side where they are doing more grappling, towards their skills. They up the level, which means they all become a gray belt and yellow belt and finally orange belt and green belt. So we have the one class, the Little Champions, on this level 1 and level 2, level 3.
How do you rank them up from this level to that level to this level, then eventually get your white belt to gray belt? Is it based on like, you have a book or something kind of written down template, you have to know how to do an arm bar for this level, you got to do a choke?
Yeah.
Or is it based on
the curriculum?
Like going on competitions? Like, how do you know when they evolve?
Yeah, well, they have the curriculum, right? We teach by the curriculum, and then when this kid, every 3 months, by our BJJF, this our federation called IBJJF, stands for International Brazilian Federation. So they allow us to give it to every 3 months one stripe. After 3 months, it's his first stripe, they become like a first rank, it's a gray and white belt. And after 3 months, you get one more stripe. How I evaluate this? I evaluate through our curriculum. The attendance, the class have to be attendance on point. You cannot miss class. And interesting, see how focused the kids are, how mentally strong, physically strong they are. So how can they become such a more smart kid to doing things more correctly on and off the mat? Because we also follow through at the school and at home, right? You have a spreadsheet you send to the family every 3 months so they can evaluate their own kids at home, at school, and send it to us. And then we have to extend the discipline that you do and all the teaching we do on the mat, extend it to the house, all the schools. So they are actually have they follow with us, like we're on the same path. But through this three components, it's be good on the gym, on the mats, but also at school, at home, we evaluate them and then give it to the stripes in the next rank. If they are so at home or bad at school, he's not gonna be ranked up, even though he's not good, it can be a tough kid, but if they don't have the skills off the mat, to us, it means a lot.
As you can tell, there's a ton of kids here. I've been coming to the adult classes during the day and then at night, and there's typically 20, 30 people, which is a lot for a jiu-jitsu gym, especially since he's not been open significantly long. It's not like this has been a trademark 30-year gym. He's relatively new to this market, and so already the classes are full. But then to come in and see how many kids are here, it's insane. I was just in a class before this, and the place was chock full, and now it's the next hour, and again, it's just completely full. And these are all different kids in the first class. So what do you attribute your success with your kids program here, and how many kids do you think that you have in general from 3 to 16 years old?
I attribute to one of our success is our coach and our system. You have a great system at the gym, an amazing curriculum, and I believe every coach have the care and they have the heart to take care of the kids. They are training to be the best coach they can be, So they care about what they do, And the first thing is the passion, Even the passion for jiu-jitsu. I believe we have a amazing system, and when I train the coach have the same mentality of mine, First of all, the passion and love for the sport, and also it passes this through, We have a family environment here. The environment is amazing, and everybody care about each other, We check in everyone, and we try our best to change this kid's life and make it a better life.
Last question, then we're done, and thank you so much for all your time you've done with us today. What was the importance of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in your life as a kid? When you were younger, where you were at before you started Jiu-Jitsu, and then after you started and you became very successful, what changed in you and who you are before and after?
Yeah, well, before I didn't see Jiu-Jitsu as a tool, like I say, a tool to kind of empower me, right? It's very, very powerful. It's a very kind of disciplined sport. And then I was a little, kind of wild kid, right? I was running, doing soccer, doing this, fight on the street, do some things. And then I met one good friend, and they were, until nowadays, we're good friends, and he invited me to do jiu-jitsu. And I feel like, man, I'm so young, I think I don't have too much a love for that yet. But guess what? When I started, I got a hookup. I hook up big time because I feel that helps me physically and mentally in my resiliency. So all my power, my strongness, my toughness is just coming up after started jiu-jitsu. Before I didn't have it, I didn't discover that. I didn't find out how strong I was. I was struggling. I was that stronger. Just like I was like, no, I don't have enough confidence to do things. And then literally when I started, in my journey, and that story was a big change. Why? Because I was a very kind of unbehaved kid. I remember still nowadays. And but my sister, my brothers, always told me, man, you started change, dude. What's going on? What's going on? After 3 months, do jiu-jitsu, I become more chill. I come home, I get a more comprehensive kid and more understanding better. And I was very kind of more calm and more love and more passionate for them, So instead we fight each other because we're brothers, sister, we're like always mess around. I always just relax. Sometimes they want the remote control, I'll give to them. My dad and my mom said like, wow, that's crazy. Like, Alex, what's wrong with you, But they're always changing, And that's one thing like jiu-jitsu is teaching me and it helped me to help the others, help who there was besides you, right? And that's one thing where I always help my brother and my sister, in growing up. And I think that was a big deal that jiu-jitsu gave to me. It gave so much, be patient, be self-control. Control yourself, have the friendship, talk to people, be more realistic in a situation of self-defense. But don't try pick up a fight on the street. Don't try be the one like be more on your own way. But of course, don't let no one step on your foot so that you'll be able to actually go and protect yourself. But one of the things jiu-jitsu teach me is a lot was about the self-control. I had so much great self-control when I started. Because every time I come to the gym, I thought I was like, this 17 kid, everything. I was smashing people in the street, doing things. When I got the gym, like the small kids kind of smash me like big time, and then make me so humble, make me kind of like my ego go down. I feel like I shake my ego every single day. Over 6 weeks, 7 weeks, I was kind of feeling and love it because in the first, every single day I had someone to kind of smash me and actually teach me a lesson. That's what was the point. That's what the things that to me, it was a big deal. It was a teaching lesson. He was lessons like teaching every single day. So, and it makes me grow even more, you know. So, and that's one thing that I love in Jiu-Jitsu. It's like, oh, hey, big, it's a big golden. What's up, big golden? Let's go, big golden. So that's the one thing like I teach my kids all the time, you know, my students and also my kids as well. So, you know, to have confidence, but also, you know, watch for your limit, you know, so what you can do properly so you can get in trap. So I was the one I was asking for kind of challenging my professor. I was kind of giving me amazing advice, you know, advice to saying, hey, it's gonna get a time where you're going to go to the tournament, you're gonna go to face some adversities at home, at school, at street. You have to make sure you know how to present yourself in that situation. And the Jiu-Jitsu is molding me, sharpening me to get this point and actually grew up in the right environment, you know. So, and then one thing that's with Jiu-Jitsu, you know, impacted me a lot was about this kind of self-control. I had a self-control to kind of step up for myself when I had to, or I was the one to more kind of, you know, relax, backing off and just take for the right way and on the easy way and the right way to actually prevent any confrontation, you know. So, but that's when Jiu-Jitsu did a lot for me. So.
He's the next champion?
Yeah, this is the new generation. The kid, bye-bye. Yeah, bye-bye.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks so much, man.
You're welcome, bro.
Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
It was awesome. Huh?
And then if you guys want to bring your kids over here, it's off of Commerce Street in Dallas, Texas. How much is it for to start a kid off in the junior classes?
Yeah, on the junior classes is 165, I believe, and then for the little champions 155. You know, we're here on the heart of Dallas. You know, on the Commerce Street, West Commerce Street, 6427 West Commerce Street, Dallas 75208. You know, come see us, guys. I will make you guys more than welcome. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Sean.
All right, see you guys in the next one.
Us.